like to show you how easy it is to make kefir in your own kitchen. There are two ways to make kefir. The first is a direct set starter culture. That involves heating up your milk, allowing it to cool, and then putting in the culture and letting it sit overnight in the warm milk. But my preferred method is with the kefir grains, and that's what I'm going to show you today. You need a strainer to strain the milk that holds the kefir grains, and this is an excellent one. It's a nylon, very fine mesh. But I make usually a gallon of kefir a day, and it was just too slow. So I found this little berry bowl. It's a little colander. You can see the holes are quite a bit larger, but my grains are healthy. They multiply very quickly, so I don't mind if I get some of the itty bitties in. I just mix it up with our smoothie in the morning. And then we have a bowl to strain it in, the kefir grains, and of course milk to start your next batch. As far as the kefir grains, if you have a friend that is already doing kefir, then I'm sure she'll probably be glad to share them because they do multiply quickly. But if not, you can order them online. They usually ship them dehydrated, and there are instructions as to how to rehydrate them. And then you will just continue as I'm going to show you today. As far as the milk, we are blessed to have our own family milk cow, Buttercup, and Buttercup gives us plenty of fresh raw milk. If that's not an option, though, you can use the whole milk that's pasteurized in the store. The only thing you cannot use is skim milk or the ultra pasteurized, the high temperature pasteurized milk. There are just not enough nutrients for the kefir grains to survive. So let's get started. I'm going to give it a shake. This has been sitting for 24 hours. 12 to 24 hours is a good length of time. The longer you let it sit, the more tart your kefir is going to be. Now, if you're on the GAPS diet, you're going to want to let it go for 24 hours. That's what Dr. Natasha Campbell McBride recommends. So I'm going to pour it into a clean jar and start the process over. You can see it goes very quickly. The whole process takes less than 5 minutes. And now I have a plastic spoon that I'm going to use just to gently stir my grains and get the last little bits of the kefir out. Pour that up. Okay. And that part is done. I'm going to cap it, and this will go into the refrigerator. Now, with the kefir grains, I hope you're going to be able to see it. I rinse it with water, just very gently tossing them in the water. And the type of water that you use is important. You don't want to use any chlorinated water. That will kill the grains. So make sure you use, if you have well water that is not chlorinated, which we do, that or RO water or even distilled water. Okay, so now I'm going to put my grains into a clean jar. If you're doing, this is a half-gallon jar. If you're doing a quart, you only need about 2 tablespoons of kefir grains, so it really does not take a lot. And like I said, they do multiply, so feel free to share them with friends. As we're getting too many, sometimes we even eat them. They're very good for you. They're full of probiotics. Now this milk is straight from the refrigerator. There's no need to even bring it to room temperature. I have not had a problem at all with my grains. They stay very nice and plump. Okay, so now I'm going to cap this and put it in an out-of-the-way place in my kitchen. And tomorrow, about the same time, I'll come back and start the process over. So I hope this has encouraged you to see how easy kefir is to make at home, and I hope you will enjoy it.